Okay, Megevanen, and welcome to another Lotro video. And I thought that I would showcase this very beautiful region that I'm in while I'm farming for Ilex. To me, this place is kind of new, so I mean, kind of got here to Enedwaith not too long ago. Came from Irigian. So yeah. Oh, what's the voice coming out of? What's happening? What? Oh. Okay. I'll be getting back to more Skyrim, of course, but I think because I did a lot of my bard whispering on Skyrim, and I'm also whispering here, whispering the Hobbit, but and I absolutely love my bard, I think I'm an Imperial. I thought I was a Breton, but I think I made her Imperial. My Imperial Bard in Skyrim. I feel like I also want to change things up. To get back to Plex from the Line, which is my Dark Elf Necromancer. So I want to get back to him. I feel like I'm in the mood for that, so. Oh, you're injured by something. Can't fix it. Crippled me. This is I should spin it this way, so look how short I am. Like, the grass is even taller than I love that. I wouldn't want to be a hobbit for real, but I mean, I just think to play one is just really badass. I think I would just, if I had a choice, maybe I'd still stay as human, but maybe if I absolutely had to pick a different race, I guess my next choice then would be elf, and not the Keebler elves, not the short ones, but the tall, slender elves. But I think I would just like to stay as human. If you're wondering, I mean, I'm sometimes I switch a little bit, not very often, but to first person. First of all, I started off when I played RPGs at the beginning, you know, with the Bard's Tale, playing these things in first person, and then of course you had the Ultima games, Ultima 3, Exodus, Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar, of course Ultima 7, but I didn't play very much of that one. Those were like third person, but for this game, and I think a lot of people find also it's better to play it zoomed out. The visuals are quite boring in first person, you know, for this game. You see what I mean? Even when I go to hit them, see I'm auto-attacking right now? Oh, hey, wait a minute. I'm seeing something. Is it showing my sword slash across? Maybe it's not. Yeah, see, I don't really see my weapon slashing, so it's not like Skyrim. If it is, it's like a subtle swipe, and you don't really see it. So it can get quite boring visually, you know, not a lot of effects. The effects come into play in third person, so I like that. You know, whereas in like Skyrim, Morrowind, even though Morrowind, a lot of people say the visuals there is boring, but at least you still see the weapon, you know, swinging, and I believe you see the spell launch, you know, coming from like the first person. You see the hands do the gesture and then fire, and I love that. Daggerfall, even, you know, there's visuals for that as well. But for this one, I think because it's an MMO, I think most MMOs, they have third person in mind, you know. They put that as a priority over first. Although I have to report that I don't know which fixes this. This one? Okay, this one. For Elder Scrolls Online, playing that first person is also very satisfying as well, because that one, you know, being an Elder Scrolls game, it shows the visuals like pretty much the same as something like Skyrim. The gameplay might be different, yes, but it's visually pleasing, I think. Oh, look at this. I push the, you know, the flowers and stuff aside a little bit. You see that? I like that. How come? I don't see it. Oh, is it Ilex? I think the Ilex maybe is on top. What the fuck? How come I don't... I don't know. The music to this, you know, this game is extraordinary, I think. There's something worthy of cinema for this, you know. It's very cinematic soundtrack for this. The drums, and for such an old game that came out like 2007, 2008, to have this kind of a soundtrack, you know, that's worthy of, you know, a movie, I think, for me at least, is it's kind of rare. Now, that's not to say nothing against Jeremy Soules, who did the soundtrack for Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Sorry. Those you can say, yeah, sure, they could. No, you know what? No. As beautiful as they are beautiful for the games that they're in, you know, that they're for. This one, literally, to me, and for me, it's a lot of the tracks are worthy of a movie. Like, I could picture this in maybe a Lord of the Rings film or some other fantasy, you know, sword and sorcery flick, you know, a good one, a good, high quality one. And that's what this that's what this one conveys to me, or resonates with me. You know, however way you want to say it. For me, it gives me that impression, you know. How do you miss? Of course, you miss off-camera dice rolls, but again, sorry if I fuck up things. What I'm gonna say if I'm playing, you know, and then I'm trying to explain something. I'm not very. It's not that I'm retarded. It's just I have a hard time sometimes splitting focus. If I'm gonna say something, I have to try to explain something. Playing, you know, I can't do both. I can do it, but just not very well. And also maybe depends what I'm talking about or how focused I am in the game. And typically, when I'm playing these things, I'm really, really into the game. Fuck, he did it to me again. You know what? So I was testing out using this cape. Where is it? This one. I used this one because it gave, you know, 240 maximum morale, and I'm not really suffering from that. I'm not suffering from morale issues or health issues, hit point issues, and mana, you know, 95 is okay. But initially I was using this, and this one, because it gave fate, and as you can see, only 88 morale, but and plus 2 stealth. I'm not really doing anything stealthy. I have stealth abilities over here, but you know, I don't really use them. I think at the beginning I was using them when I was trying to get through the Valley of the Giants. But this helps with tactical mitigation and So I mean, I was using that, and I think maybe that might be better for me for now, because that, I think, prevents from certain crippling effects. But then I started using this one because it says, note, butterflies will appear if this item is equipped as gear. So even though I'm using it as a cosmetic, it doesn't count. I will not get that butterfly visual effect, not butterfly effect, but the visual effect of the butterfly flying. I have to equip it. Okay, get out of the tall grass. Okay, now you see it. The this fruit, the vegetable basket anything on my back. Now watch. See that? You see there's a butterfly there? You see it? And it would be, when it goes back in there, it's gonna, you know, and it will come again, but it can be like a different kind of butterfly. Different colors. I've seen like a purple one. This looks like maybe it's a regular, like a monarch butterfly. But see, okay, so here's a blue one. I've seen a purple one, and I think that's just awesome. But of course, you're sacrificing the visual effect of that for like an. See, you see the purple? Oh, I love it. The purple butterfly. But you sacrifice that visual effect of the butterfly for, you know, whatever bonuses the cape will give. So for now, I will stick with that. But, you know, of course, in town, I'll put it on to wear it, both cosmetically and not. But here's the beauty part. Okay, watch this. Say if I put on this, okay, so it's on me for real. So I get that effect. But now, because it's really equipped, I can put anything on my back now. So, for example, this, and I still keep that butterfly effect. You see it? Watch, another butterfly will come. You see? So you can have anything on your back. So that's, I thought, is a pretty cool touch. But for now, like I said, I'm gonna use that. This is also pretty cool, and I think I'm sick of using the Golem mask now because the thing is over, but I do like it. But since all the event, throughout the whole event, I was using it. I want to show my real face. Okay, so. Yeah, I like this. I like that. And, oh, there. Okay, the State of Resolve look. Pretty cool with it on, too. Steed of Crystal Resolve. Oh, yeah, now look at that. Look at this gorgeous view. But I think if I go first person... Okay, then the tall grass from behind me doesn't get in my way. You see that? And I'm not blocking anything. So you can really get a good glimpse of everything. I know people can make fun of the trees and just say, well, you know, you can, it's clearly, you know, they don't look like real trees, but again, and I've said it before, it's like an artistic, it almost becomes like it's a stylistic choice, even though it wasn't. It was the limitations of what they could do back in the day, but that's why I said it's as if it's like a stylistic choice, you know. It's like it looks like it, you know, it's very stylized now. And the mixture of like that with, you know, just look at that, just everything, the draw distance, you know, of these trees on the hill. It's all of these elements, and you know, the beautiful moving clouds, the water in here looks fantastic. It may not be real water, it's too fantastic, but it's still fantastic nonetheless. And it's all of these elements, like I said, the trees being what they are, looking like, you know, I don't know how else to call it, but they're just very like they have like a flight simulator kind of look to them. If you probably don't know Flight Simulator, but it has just like a Minecraft looking trees, and then with, you know, the very well done, especially for its time, draw distance and the trees in the distance, the moving clouds and water if you're near it, the tall grass, the flora and everything, and you know, and even the ground highly detailed. All of those things together paint this beautiful, beyond gorgeous picture, you know? Like all this makes a great, you know, screenshot. You know, I love that. So it's so easy to just get back into this game. You know, you play it for a while, and it's not like one where you have to play it for like several hours. You do have to play it, you know, of course you have to put a lot of time into it to get high in levels like this. You know, I took a break, but if I didn't break, I would say this is like, I want to say like a year and a half, close to 2 years, maybe a year and a half worth of progress, just to get to level 60, you know. So it does take a while, and of course, as you get higher in levels, it takes more XP to get to that next level, you know. So that's not what I mean by you don't have to put too much time into the game, but meaning that for each session you can just play it for an hour or two, if you like, even a few hours, but it's not necessary. You can still get pretty much the same satisfaction of playing it for like 20 minutes to do like a quick quest, or if a festival is going on and you just go through it and do like the, you know, the whole wraparound quest, you know, and to do whatever activities to get the tokens, you know, do it in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then just log off, go watch a movie, you know, do whatever, and then if you feel like coming back that same day, you can. So it always puts me in a great mood, and makes me feel a lot better, you know, when I'm playing beautiful games like this. And Skyrim as well. I mean, I don't know what to say. And that's one of my other favorite things I love to do, is like in Skyrim, is do the showcase tour videos of the modded homes, or any home really, but the modded homes are, there's always something personal about those homes, because the mod author, all these homes that these different mod authors create and put out, there's a uniqueness about them. You know, a lot of the same assets, sure enough, yeah, are being utilized and reused, but I meant it still captures their essence, the spirit and their heart that they put into those mods. And I get that. I see it, you know, whenever I'm doing a tour, and I start to kind of become a little familiar with certain homes. And I'm not just talking about like the very famous now, of course, the Vakinatai, but just Eleonora, and I can't remember some of the other names, you know, but Eleonora's, Dovahkiinatai, you know, homes like that. You know, you begin to get familiar with how they like to make their homes. You know, they live in a different region, you know, and I just love that, getting that personal aspect of the modded homes. Same, of course, can be said about Fallout 4, but, you know, being post-apocalyptic, still beautiful as it is. To be quite honest, I wouldn't live in something like that, in that world with super mutants and ghouls and shit like that, you know. Now this has always been my first love, this kind of setting, the fantasy setting. This I can live in. And I do live in every time I play. These faces have become, they look pretty good. That's an orc? Let me find another one. Oh, half orc raider, that's why he looks like that. That's what I was going to say, he looks human. Jesus, look at that. That's a half orc. You know, they have half orcs in Might and Magic series. Well, in any case, you know, I think you guys got the idea of this area, and it's just beautiful and kind of what I go through sometimes when I farm, you know, for stuff I need, and I kill, you know, to get my experience up there. I know it's a lot better to get experience through questing, but when farming, you know, you may as well kill because it helps, and when you kill and get XP from that, in conjunction with when you turn in quests or something like that, it just might give you the boost you need. Anyways, that is it. I will end it here with this beautiful picture of whatever that is. It looks like an ancient ruin, and the clouds and everything. Beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you on the next adventure. Most likely will be Skyrim. I think it will be like one more episode of my bard, Imperial Bard Whispering, and then I'll switch over to my Necromancer for a little while.